Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dwyer Field as we are going to get set for some GMC action between the Mason Comets and the Colerain Cardinals. I'm Trevor Rose here with my broadcast partner, Isaac Vargo. As we proceed to go in to preview this game, we go ahead, we take it back to last year's game at Colerain. Comets escaping that one with a big win. 45-19 was the final score.
Yeah, in that game, it was kind of all Comets. It was a sloppy game on both sides. Sean Billups, the starting quarterback today, was starting last week, and he started off with a pick six to Kyle Wilson, now graduated from Mason's program. But in that game, the Comets got the running game going. Temi Adesanya, the junior last year, senior this year, really had a good day going for them. Colerain did pass the ball very well, as you see there. They are more of a rushing team, but in this game, it's going to be interesting to see how that last year's score reflects this game today.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and take it to some key players. Colerain running back, also middle linebacker for the Colerain Cardinals, Hayden Danielson, last week against Lakota East. 163 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Against the Lakota East team that was doing very good. That was probably Colerain's best game of the year. And then we flip it over to the Comet side. Comet key player, obviously the corner, Kaiser Wilhelm. This season has been playing absolutely incredible, absolutely lights out. 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles on the year, and has overall been probably one of the best players on this team.
Yeah, Kaiser Wilhelm early in the first couple of games in the GMC was leading in interceptions, has been that kind of leader for this Comet defense. It's going to be interesting to see how Hayden Danielson and Kaiser Wilhelm go off against each other in this game.
We'll go ahead and send it to break here from Dwyer Field on Youth Football Night. Stay tuned here on Mason Sports Radio.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere, and just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I'm an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
911, where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Welcome back here to the Wire Field as we get ready for the pigskin to fly here at the in this GMC matchup between the Colerain Cardinals and the Mason Comets. Mason getting a delay game penalty on the kickoff, pushing it up 5 yards as we go ahead and get set for tonight's game.
Yeah, Johnny Vasquez about to kick it away. Jamie and Martin and Preston Estoesta ready to receive the kick. As whistles will blow before the first kickoff here. Let's talking about both of these teams. Colerain 0-17 in the last 2 seasons under Coach Carl Huber, looking for his first win. And for the Comets, they've won 2 straight. One coming against Middletown in their biggest win of the season, a comeback fashion in the second half of the game. It's kind of gritty Comet football, what we've seen the last couple of years showed off there. It was a big win for the Comets. They're kind of in the middle of the pack now when you look at it, and Colerain trying to get on the board here with their first win.
Yeah, the Comets definitely climbing up those rankings. I remember game before the Middletown game, Comets were towards the bottom in Region 4 Division 1 playoffs. And now they're towards the middle.
Brendan Smith kicks it off now. His return to the Comets will be very favorable position here. Start at the 35-yard line for Ashton Schaaf to operate. He's kind of been a dual threat.
2 passing yards on the year, kind of around the middle in the GMC. Last game, absolutely exploded rushing the ball as well. He pretty much led that team on that last offensive drive to score the go-ahead touchdown and the game-winning touchdown at that.
Adesanya in the backfield with Schaaf. Adesanya will take it. The Comets have been trying to get that run game going all year. Adesanya had a good game last game against Middletown, goes for 3.
Yeah, again, I said it last week, and with the injury to Brandon Dunn being out with a separated shoulder, Adesanya is going to get another big, bulky night of getting carries, and he might be able to break out that slump. He's been kind of in the slump here lately. Still 304 yards on the year, but this Comets offense have not been running the ball well. Only 98 yards per game on the ground.
Jamie and Martin getting the start on the outside. Counts with a bunch set. Roll out to the right. Schaaf looking to run the whole way. Gets lit up, and only be a couple. Be a 3rd and manageable for the Comets here on their first drive.
So good play design there with a bunch to the side. Try to more like a quarterback power, and just try to run the ball down the throat of this Colerain defense. This Colerain defense, they're 8th in the GMC with 161.7 yards on the ground allowed per game. 8th in the GMC, and man, this just overall, this Colerain defense is not incredibly lackluster.
3rd and 4 here. The Comets' first drive will be Schaaf again. And Charlie, we can see early in this game that'll be a first down. 2 designed runs right to Ashton Schaaf.
And that one kind of like a read option type thing. Defensive end kind of bit down. He realized that, he pulled it, was able to get the first down, getting this rushing attack going here for the Comets.
Something to mention this game, Joey Oscar on this offensive line out for the season. Tore a ligament in his foot. And John Hendricks will also be out for the game. Schaaf looking to pass, will find Adesanya in the backfield. He'll fight for about 8. Trevor, early in this game, it's kind of been a slow-paced offense for this Comet team, trying to make it second and manageable, which is what you love to see.
Yeah, and out there, since the injuries, out there playing tackle number 51, formerly tight end Miller Reed, playing some tackle for the Comets tonight.
Yeah, Miller Reed, the Moeller transfer, started Mason, then transfer to Moeller, coming back to Mason. He's got that 6'6" frame. He's been tight end this year, hasn't had all the success, but on that offensive line, Comets have tried really everybody. It would be 2nd down and 3 here on the 47 of Colerain. They hand off to the right. Be enough for a first down again. Torian Wiggins on the run. Excuse me, Brandon Birdsong.
And see, now that Dunn is out this week, expect a lot more carries from the sophomore Brandon Birdsong. 5'9", 131 pound, but he is fast, man. He's probably one of the fastest kids on this team. The only kids that I think that are probably faster than Birdsong, Torian Wiggins maybe, and Jamie and Martin, also a sophomore playing at the top of your screen right now.
Schaaf will look to pass. Couple pumps. And that will be a sack. And Trevor, what we saw earlier in this season, Colerain only with 2 sacks on the whole season on this defensive end. Not the biggest defensive end of all time, but right there, Ashton Schaaf holding on to the ball for a little too long, gets the Comets behind the sticks.
Yeah, that'll be number 16 for Orlando Rowland, the junior linebacker, 6'1", 216. So we look at Colerain's leaders. I mean, the leading in tackles, Hayden Danielson, 64, who also plays running back. Doesn't look like he's on the field there.
Schaaf will hand off to Adesanya, and he's got room to run. Adesanya with blockers ahead. One of his biggest runs of the season will get him the Comets in red zone territory to the 20.
Yeah, just great blocking up front by the offensive line to seal off the edge. You could see the linebacker bit down right away. Almost got Adesanya in the backfield, but he was able to get that explosive burst, as you can see here. Gets the explosive burst, gets to the outside. A little hesitation step before getting brought down by number 3 for Colerain.
Adesanya remains in the backfield. Top of your screen, C.J. Kastner and Jamie and Martin. Be another handoff to Adesanya. He's fighting. Be another quality run for the senior halfback.
Yeah, that's the 7th carry so far this drive. Just about 43 total rushing yards, which the Comets this year, again, like I said earlier, only averaging 98 rushing yards a game, which is 9th in the GMC. Not seeing much passing, which is another thing that the Comets do lack in their offense. They are 10th out of 10 in the league in passing per game.
Comets working quick. Just under 7 minutes in this first quarter. Shape will fake the handoff, roll left. Trying to find Tristan Newhouse, and he is lit up.
Penalty flag down. I wonder if they're going to say illegal man downfield. Yeah, they will.
Deontay Germont, the sophomore, was on the carry. Excuse me, on the tackle.
Yep, that will be a legal man downfield on Tristan Newhouse. Maybe even an interior guy sneaking downfield, maybe forgetting that it was a play-action pass. Still, if he elects to decline it, it will be a 3rd down. But looks like they'll take the 5-yard penalty, making it 2nd down and about 10.
Something to mention here at Dwyer Field. It is youth night, as you said before. Almost packed to the brim here at Dwyer Field. Pretty much every single cheerleader and every single football player in the Mason community is at the game tonight. Something we didn't see the last home game, is it seemed like a little bit of a hurricane against Fairfield.
Yeah, and definitely shaken up a little bit because, man, the Fairfield Indians did not have an answer for this Comets offense.
Shafe. Blown whistle. It'll be a timeout for Mason. It'll be their first. And just talking about Colerain, kind of the last couple of years, how much of a drop-off they've went on. 47-7 the previous 5 seasons up to 2020. They won 80 straight GMC games going back to 2008 up to 2020, and haven't won a GMC game in the last couple of years, mostly coming because Coach Tom Bolden, now the head coach of Lakota West, has left and departed, and they've tried to mess with a couple head coaches, and so far it hasn't worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, and great pickup by Lakota West, by the way. One of the best coaches that have been around in this GMC for a while. Colerain, man, even though they're 0-7, they're 0-17 with this new head coach, you still can't count them out. Especially look at last week; they almost upset Lakota East, who right now could be a front runner to win this GMC conference. Obviously, a little strings have to be pulled, some losses here and there from teams like Princeton, Hamilton, and Lakota West, but they are still a front runner. Kitna having an exceptional year as well. This Colerain team was able to shut them down.
And Shafe on a 2nd and 10. Be Adesanya again. Be another good run for the Comets. It'll be another 3rd and manageable, and so far it looks like Coach Kastner for this Mason Comet team are just trying to make it 3rd and manageable, seeing that mismatch up front. The flag after the play. Looks like unnecessary roughness on the Comets, some extracurricular. That's something, if you're a Comet team, you're trying to go forward every single game. Just have those mistakes is something you just can't have against those teams like Lakota West that you'll face later on the season, even against a Sycamore team in the Battle of the Skies next week.
And you know, these Comets know the implements of the Battle of the Sky. Getting that trophy back last year, were unable to really do anything in that game. Lost that game. And heading into this year, I mean, Sycamore hasn't had the best year, as it will be a personal foul call on the Comets, sending them back 15 yards now, about 3rd and about 12.
And that'll make the kick for Max Gogol. If the Comets can't get yards here, it'll make it exponentially harder for this team as they're now down to the 29-yard line. Make it about a 45, 46-yard field goal if the Comets can't do anything here. It's a 3rd and long. Still on drive number 1 for Mason, just under 6 minutes in this first quarter.
Watch this team here by C.J. Kastner.
Schaaf does find Kastner. Big play. Kastner stays on his feet and still fighting. Will eventually make it a 4th down, but as we said, it's a big play to get in field goal range for the junior Max Gogol.
Yeah, again, like I said, C.J. Kastner probably your best wide receiver right now other than Ethan Jordan. Ethan Jordan had the touchdown pass to put the game away last week against Middletown, as Max Gogol will go ahead and line up for the field goal attempt.
Be about 32 here. Gogol 8 for 11 on the season. 42 being his long. Snap is good. Kick is perfect with room to spare, and the Comets get on the board with a long and lengthy first drive.
Yeah, great job there by Max Gogol to kick it through the uprights. Comets offense started strong. Penalties kind of slowed down that offensive drive. They could have scored a touchdown there. Obviously, penalties limited it, but now it's up to this Mason defense, who has actually been one of the few bright spots in this year's Comets team. They're sitting about 5th in the GMC in both passing and rushing yards allowed per game, and they're sitting 4th with points allowed, only averaging and allowing 16 points a game.
Yeah, an experienced team, to say the least. Alex Brown and Ryan Davis have really been the stars of this defense, getting about a 1/3 of the tackles from the whole team. They both played in this game last year, were 2nd and 3rd in tackles, just behind Kai Woolfolk, who is now at Army playing some football.
That's a guy right there, Kai Woolfolk. Man, he was a great person to have on your team, but not a great person to block, I would say that. Trying to run through a gap and try to block him during some scout team last year was not fun.
Deep to receive the kickoff from Max Gogol.
It's Gogol set to kick it away. Shaheed Davis will be set to return. This will be in the back of the end zone. Big boot on Max Gogol, as that will bring out the Colerain offense for their first drive of the game, led by their senior Sean Billups, 5th in the GMC in rushing.
Yeah, Sean Billups, definitely their best player on this team. Leads them in passing yards, obviously, as the only really quarterback on this team, and leads them in rushing yards with 368 on the year, 300 yards short of what his passing total is. And then this Colerain offense, I mean, 8th in GMC in yards per game, 9th in passing, but they are really good at running the ball. And this is another thing that the Comets defense is good at, stopping the run.
As there'll be a handoff there, not a lot of room there, but the pile keeps pushing, and it'll be a solid first down gain. And as we said, Trevor, a team you can't take lightly. They are 0-7 this year, but as we said, Lakota East did give up 31 points to this team, so they're definitely capable of getting the big plays and getting in the end zone.
Yeah, I think last week the biggest part of that game was Hayden Danielson, 163 yards and 3 touchdowns, like we showed at the top of our show tonight, also back in there in the backfield.
Phillips will take the run this time, going for almost nothing. It'll bring us to a 3rd down.
Great job there by Alex Brown to be able to get the tackle. Great job by this defense not allowing him to break the run. It was kind of an option type run with the he pulls it with the end coming up, lead blocker in his face to block a guy that was coming up, filling that hole that probably would have rocked the quarterback, Cale Jordan, in there filling the hole, and then Alex Brown able to make the tackle.
Third down here for Colerain. It'll be a 3rd and 4. Comets looking to get off the field here. It'll be a timeout, Colerain. Trevor, perfect weather for football today. 66, just a little bit of breeze, a perfect sunset. So we got to see a little bit of the Northern Lights last night. You got to look on your camera about 9 p.m. Something cool to see. We don't get to see a lot of those here in Ohio, but right here, 66. Sunny, a great day for football. It's a 3rd and 4 for Colerain. And Trevor, if you're Colerain here, how do you move the sticks?
You got to be able to throw a pass. You have to be able to. The Comets defense has been exceptional this year at defending the run, and that's one thing with Colerain's offense that they need to get started is that passing game. 9th in the GMC, the only team worse than Colerain passing the ball is the Mesa Comets.
Dakota West leads Oak Hill 7-0 in the first quarter. It's Billups. Fake the handoff, take it himself, and stuffed by this Comet front.
Juan Bates.
Juan Bates has had kind of a quiet year, but right there, a big play. Gets a Comet off the field.
Yeah, Juan Bates, I mean, he's been kind of a transition guy for this Comets team. Playing offensive line, playing defensive line. Right there, just bullies his lineman that he had to go through. Gets the tackle as now 2 returners are back for the Comets. And Kaiser Wilhelm and Preston Esta-Westa as they get ready to punt this ball away.
2 return men for the Comets. Trayvon Smith, the sophomore wide receiver, will kick it away. And it's not a good one. Spiky all the way down to the 42 of Mason. Mason, second drive with good field position. Colerain stopped the Comets of only a field goal. But early in this game, the Comets have looked good on this offensive end. As we said, Brendan Dunn will not be available for this game. Had a separated shoulder early last game against Middletown. And then Joey Oscar out for the season. Tore a ligament in his leg. Hoping for a nice recovery for him. And then John Hendricks, defensive end and offensive line, is out for the game. So it's about that time of year. Play football for 6 straight weeks. It's going to happen sometime.
That's why kind of the intensity has gone down. Mondays typically full pads, Tuesday full pads, Wednesday pro pads. Towards this part of the season, this is where you see pro pads, full pads, pro pads, and less hitting on Tuesday, which is typically your heavy contact nights, days at practice. As they'll go ahead and ask to raise the play clock here. And yeah,
Comets here kind of taking the same approach as Colerain with the option quarterback keep, quarterback design runs. Something we haven't seen a lot from Mason. Maybe they've seen a little bit too much film from Colerain, as that'll be a false start. Make it 2nd and 16 for Mason. Here with 2 minutes left in this first quarter of play, a slow first quarter.
And when you look at the Comets, 9 attempts for 48 yards on the ground, 19 passing yards, but the penalties absolutely killing this offense. They had a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. They also had an illegal man downfield, and now that false start penalty.
Schaefer will fake the handoff. No one home. Directs his way to the right. Good block there, but nothing doing again. We Comet offense and being creative, but it feels like against this Colerain defensive end, kind of a smaller team, a team that hasn't got a lot of pressure. It seems like so far Comets are trying to do a little too much on the offensive end. It's 3rd and 11. The 40-yard line for Mason. And Trevor, what do you do here? Ashton Chaffe's been really good at running the football, but it seems like a little excessive right now.
I mean, You have to ignite this passing game. Like I said for Colerain, you have to ignite the passing game. Look for CJ Kastner, maybe run a little post, maybe run a little curl like he did last time.
Schaaf has time. Try and roll out to the right. Will find a man, but it'll be short. 4th and 2. Interesting to see what the Comets will do here. Knowing Mason, he'll probably go here.
On the reception, Super Comets. We're down to the 49-yard line of the Cardinals. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Catch made on the sideline there by the junior wide receiver Torian Wiggins, and he attempted to try to get that first down. Now it's about 4th and 1. Looks like Kastner will deliberate if he wants to go for it. He might go ahead.
Looks like he'll take it to the end of the first.
Yeah.
Here's Mason. Leads 3-0 at the end of 1 here at Dwyer Field. Week 8 showdown in the GMC. Watch for more action here in second quarter action here on ICRC.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
And we're back here for 4th and 1.
Gonna be stuffed by Colerain. A look the Comets gambled on against this Colerain team that's been struggling, couldn't get the push up front, and a huge stop for the Cardinals here on that 4th down to start this second quarter.
I mean, we saw this again last week. Last week it was the same type deal, and they handed off to Temi Adesanya, turnover on downs. Another costly thing that cannot happen if you want to win this game and maybe escape this game with a huge win.
That's Colerain with great field position here at midfield. Sean Billups, the senior, will hand it off and room to run for Colerain. Be a 9-yard run for Hayden Danielson. 130 yards last week, 3 touchdowns. Guy to look for in this rushing attack for Colerain so far. Mason done a good job, but right there, starting to get something going.
And that's one thing that Colerain's going to do tonight to kind of get into just trying to score points. This Comets defensive line is kind of banged up, so expect a lot of running.
Danielson again almost broke one.
Danielson is tripped up on the play by Javion Hendricks.
Wrapped up by Javion Hendricks, the senior.
At the Comet 32-yard line.
As Colerain near the red zone. We've seen this game, Comets gamble. Go for it on 4th down. Couldn't get the push at the 50-yard line. Gave great field position to Colerain here early in the second quarter. Colerain with a great opportunity to tie and or take the lead. Danielson again. Danielson finds a crease in this Comet defense. And again, Hayden Danielson dominant in this second drive of the game. A huge run for 0.
Comets defense need to find an answer for this kid. Big, strong kid. able to just run through everybody. Broke a couple tackles there. You need to be able to tackle him.
In Trevor high school football, he's listed as a middle linebacker, but 6'2", 220. How are you not going to put him in the backfield?
Absolutely big, strong kid.
Sean Billups.
Legal shift.
Legal shift. They're on Colerain. He'll be on James Johnson, the senior, 6'3", at wide out.
First down and goal.
This will be a 1st and 15 here for Colerain. 2 big runs has ignited the drive for the Colerain Cardinals. Haven't had many leads this year, but when they did have those leads last week, it was in that first half against Lakota East. Pretty much led that whole first half of play. Just under 10 minutes here. The first half, Danielson trying to get to the outside. Comets do a better job here. Be about a 2nd and 13.
Max Scoville on the stop for the Comets.
Good stop, and just great job eliminating the run there on that one. That could have been an explosive one. That could have been a touchdown.
Something to note here, that penalty takes Colerain to 2nd and 13 at the 13. So for Colerain to get a first down, they would have to be in the end zone. Something to the Comets' advantage.
Yeah, absolutely, as how they get set. Power formation.
Billups fakes the handoff. He'll take it himself. Davis will bring him down at about the 1-yard line.
Going to get called back for a holding penalty on the Colerain offensive line.
Yeah, right away, as you saw Billups hold and take it back. Penalty was right in the backfield, knew it right away. It's Colerain killing himself here. Couple scores around the GMC. Lakota West up 21-0 in the first quarter of play to an Oak Hills team that has struggled this year. Was Mason's first win here at Dwyer Field. It's been the team to pick on this season. Lakota West, of course. Tom Bolton, we mentioned, former Colerain coach, one of the best in the business. Billups will look back to pass, his first pass attempt today, and it's a sack from the Comets. A.J. Kaler, the freshman.
Big freshman defensive lineman, A.J. Kaler, 6 foot, 225.
Third down and goal from the Comets.
I mean, that's exactly what you love to see if you're Coach Kastner. Seeing a freshman even get a tackle, let alone a sack at the varsity level, especially here in the GMC, is just such a great sign. 3rd and 27 at the 27. Colerain has been kicking themselves with penalties here. It'll be a screen play to Danielson. Not much to run. And this year, Colerain, their kicker, Johnny Vasquez, is 2 for 2, but as long as 25. 9 for 11 on extra points, so definitely a guy they're not too comfortable with. But here on 4th and 23, I mean, you're in between getting 23 yards on one play, giving it to a kicker that hasn't attempted to kick 20 yards to this, or punting it.
I think here you just kind of keep your offense on the field, see if you can get something, maybe a little broken play. It looks like Colerain will just take the timeout.
Trevor, even if Colerain gets 10, gets 15, and don't get the touchdown, Mason will still take over inside the 10, inside the 15. If that's the case, it'll be Colerain's 2nd timeout in this first half of play. Mason has 2 timeouts remaining. 7:20 left in the first half of play.
Yeah, and our score update here, Fairfield Indians at Princeton taking on the Princeton Vikings, 14-all in the second quarter. And then Hamilton up on the Middletown Middies, 14-0 in the second quarter as well.
Big decision here. Comets turn it over on downs. Scored a field goal their first time. Colerain was shut down their first time, and it looks like Johnny Vasquez will attempt a field goal. His long this year is 25. Only has 2 attempts on the season. This one will be from about 38, 39 yards. Billups with the hold. The kick is up.
No good.
It is no good. Pulled right. Kind of a bad situation to be in if you're Colerain. Had the ball down at the 6-yard line, 5-yard line, but just so many penalties break the drive for Colerain, and it ends in nothing.
Again, heartbreaking there for Colerain, but the Comet offense gets the ball back about the 20-yard line. This is the chance to capitalize here for the Comets. You get the ball back to 20. You got 7:16 remaining. Take it down the field, score. Take up the rest of the second quarter. Take it into halftime with a 10-point lead, and then come out of halftime. You have to kick the ball away, obviously, because Colerain deferred the kickoff to the second half, and just keep it going. Just keep the ball rolling. This is your standout drive here.
3-0's the score. Be a handoff. Nowhere to go for this Comet team. As you've seen, we haven't really seen this approach from Mason so far. Kind of, as we said earlier, similar to Colerain's approach when it comes to offense. Kind of trickeration, running. But so far, we haven't seen Mason do any of this, and right now it hasn't really worked at all.
Yeah, I think they need to go back to what they've been doing. As on that last carry was the junior, was cornerback, now looks like running back Cannon McBerry on the carry.
Quick kid. Ashton Schaaf doesn't have a lot of time, and again, a sack from Colerain, their second of the day, their 4th of the season. And as we said, injuries from this Comet team have exposed their offensive line early in this game.
Yeah, absolutely is. Losing Joey Oscar definitely a big factor in this game. Joey Oscar, one of the returning offensive linemen from sophomore year into this junior year, and yeah, big factor. Prayers out to him for a successful surgery and getting back and ready to go for next year.
3rd and 12. The Comets going to have to take another timeout. 4 timeouts already from both of these teams with 6 minutes still in the half. A sloppy game so far from both teams. Kind of what we saw last year, except last year in this game, except it was way higher scoring. The Comets put up 45, Colerain put up 19. So far, kind of an ugly, slow-paced game. Both teams just not playing their best game.
6,200.
Go ahead and give another quick score update. Lakota East, taking on the Aviators at home. 15-0 lead so far. And then Lakota West putting it on the Oak Hill Highlanders at Oak Hills, 21-0.
Yeah, Lakota East has kind of had the gauntlet of the schedules early in the season. Kind of had, as some football fans would say, some cupcake games. I mean, against this Colerain team, they didn't show up to play, but it seems like in that Sycamore game they've learned from their mistakes and they're going out and winning that game. 3rd and 12 from Comets' own 18. Schaaf looks to pass. Doesn't have anybody. Will roll out to the right. Look downfield, and it's C.J. Kastner with the catch.
It's going to get called back for a holding penalty.
Question is, will it be a hold?
C.J. Kastner.
And the answer is yes. C.J. Kastner pretty much his first year on this varsity team. The coach's son has been that kind of slot receiver. See, great catch there. Has amazing hands, amazing body control. As we just see there, unfortunate break.
Not to mention, great job throwing the ball on the run from Ashton Schaaf there, rolling out to his right, getting away from the sack, and dime to, again, the slot corner, CJ Kastner, who leads this team in receiving yards with 164 on 10 catches for the year. And that one, if it wasn't getting called back, that one would have been down at like the 40-yard line.
Probably the play of the game again, but Adesanya has a lot of room to run, and Adesanya's loose. Adesanya with a burst. Will they catch him? See you later. Temi Adesanya out of nowhere shoots out of a cannon 91 yards for the Comet. For the Comets here, as we see there, that second gear from Temi Adesanya in the direct.
Just great job by the offensive line and Temi Adesanya and Schaaf for faking that rollout pass that we've seen so many times this year by the Comets and hand the ball off. Liam Davidson leading the charge and Adesanya following right behind him and breaking free for the 91-yard touchdown. Absolutely amazing, as offsides will be called on the kick return, the field goal. My apologies.
As Trevor, you have to feel so happy for the kid. Only 300 yards this year. He had a massive junior year last year. Senior year hasn't played up to what he'd think he could. And right there, 91, just huge there for his confidence. Mason's confidence hasn't been their best game at all so far. But as we've said, they average 90 yards a game, 9th in the GMC, already 142 today.
I mean, and we've seen explosiveness from Temi Adesanya, like you said, last year, especially that Lebanon game. That Lebanon game was that run to score that touchdown. It was like a 78-yard touchdown. And the explosiveness there. We've seen the explosiveness from Temi Adesanya this year, and that one was just probably his best run of the year. Great design, great play call by Coach Kastner. Great blocking up front from the big fellas.
And if you're Colerain, you've kind of stayed in this game, haven't played your best game at all, you could say. But for you to give up that play on a 3rd and 26, to have that big of a hole and that big of separation in the second level is just, I just seem unacceptable for this Colerain Cardinal team. And as here, it's 10-0. Comets looking for their 3rd straight win in the GMC, trying to climb up those rankings. As we said, Trevor, Comets 2 games back from winning the GMC, would need Lakota West and Princeton to drop their next 2 games. Probably not going to happen, but as it's going to be an onside kick, Comets looking to pick it up. Did it go 10 yards is the question.
Oh, it did.
And it did. Colerain goes back. Mason got a little bit of insider from this Comet. Some of these Comet players, they've been trying to do that play all year long. And as you see there, Max Gogol, only one white uniform there, and the Comets, all the momentum on their side. Still 5 minutes left in midfield.
I mean, I don't really know what to explain with that. I wasn't even ready for them to go ahead and kick that ball. They were all bunched together. I didn't think that they would be able to go up and just kick the ball and get the ball back right away at the 49-yard line to Colerain. Now this offense has another chance to go down and score within a minute.
Yeah, I was waiting for the Max Gogol kick onto the track. But Comets with some trickeration against this Colerain team. It's 10-0, 5 minutes to go. Comets directly at midfield. Ashton Schaaf, Gavin McDaniel in the backfield. Schaaf will look to throw again. Will launch it deep. Ethan Jordan, incomplete. Great coverage there from Joseph Crooks. And a 6-foot sophomore, excuse me.
Great throw there by Schaaf. If he leads him just a little bit, all he needs is a little bit more of a lead. Jordan would get underneath it, catch it in stride, and get it to the end zone. And yeah, as you can see the replay, great throw. Maybe
got there a little early.
A little questionable on whether or not that would have been called a pass interference in the NFL. In the NFL they would have called that pass interference, but well, unless the Chiefs.
If the Chiefs are playing it definitely would have been. As Schaaf there runs for about 4, and another third and manageable, and we kind of see here in this third possession here for the Comets, we were talking about how they kind of went away from how they've ran this offense all year long, and then right there, Ashton Schaaf throwing it deep, kind of separating the mold from this running game, as it's going to be a 3rd and 6 at Colerain's 45. Adesanya back in the backfield. He'll get it again. Adesanya! Have a day, kid. His second of the day. And in a season that Temi Adesanya has 300 yards right there. 2 plays. 130 yards for the senior.
Wow, just beautiful execution there by Adesanya, sprinting into the end zone, spinning the ball, clapping in the camera's face over 150-yard mark. And again, props to that great play design by the Comets on the kickoff to get the ball back, and then the blocking up front by the big fellas to make some room to get Adesanya to go all the way through. Again, great job there, and Adesanya, have yourself a night.
I know it's only Friday, but did Ashton Jejean show up today?
Ashton Genty, maybe.
Right now, it looks like Temi just can't get tackled. So we've seen that from that kid at Boise State. Unbelievable numbers. Playing on rookie difficulty with 16 touchdowns in 5 games. That is just unbelievable.
And the thing about it, in the 5 games, he's only played 16 quarters. He hasn't even played entire games in half the games. And
silly numbers.
Yeah, and single-handedly almost that game against Oregon for Boise State. And now the Comets up 17-0 with 4:11 remaining. And last week, this was the final points for the Comets. Now we're in this first half, and they're already at that point mark.
And Colerain now with 5 guys within 10 yards on this kickoff. From last time, they had 1 guy at 10 yards. Goga will kick it away. Landing right at the end zone. Almost stays in the field of play, but it'll be a touchback. Colerain looking for anything. The Comets have dominated this second quarter of play, 14-0 in the past 3 minutes of play. Trevor, if you're Colerain's offense, you have Sean Billups. He's definitely capable enough. What do you do here?
Definitely trying to mix up what you're doing. I think it's a little too predictable what you're trying to do here. If you're Colerain, they've been just trying to run the ball. Sooner or later, this Comets defense is going to shut that down. You have to be able to incorporate the pass, maybe a play-action pass here and there.
Billups will look back to pass. He'll have a guy wide open. And Colerain with a big passing play. Gavin Coltrane, the 6'3 junior tight end. Cardinal first down. Only a couple they've had today.
Yeah, just great read there by the quarterback. As, again, we talk about the Comets offense exploding. 191 total yards rushing so far.
Just talking about rushing, Hayden Danielson, this Colerain star running back. He's been kind of the only guy that could do anything against this Comet defense so far. It's Going to be a 2nd and short, 2nd and 4 from at their own 40.
Motion out. The quarterback design run only gets him about 1 yard.
Ball carrier. He was met by Juan Bates, the second. Be 3rd down and 4.
Juan Bates with the tackle there. Be 3rd and short. Just about 3 minutes left in the half. Colerain will get the ball to start the second half. 3rd down here. Billups will give it to Danielson. Will they get the push? It won't be enough. Just about a yard. And here for Colerain.
Pump this ball away.
Yeah, you would think with how this Comets team is played, if you give them any bit of 40 yards to get in the end zone with just 2 minutes left, that's a lot easier than if you punt it, even if it's a bad punt.
I'd rather have a 60, 70-yard drive than a one-play 40-yard drive and our handoff to Adesanya up the middle.
It seems like if you give it to Temi Adesanya, it might not matter with how he's played so far in this game. Had 8 rushes in the first 2 drives. Had some good gains, 5, 6 yards, and then those last 2 plays combining for 130 yards. Some electric stuff here at Dwyer Field. Another timeout for Colerain. They'll be their 3rd and last of the half.
Colerain just trying to decide what they want to do here. 4th and about 3 or 4 yards at their own 41. Maybe sending out that punt unit. I think that's the smartest decision here. You punt the ball away. Don't try and go and get the first down, because if you fail, you give the Comets the ball back at your own 41-yard line, and your defense obviously has not been able to do much of anything, giving up a total of 191 rushing yards on 16 carries, which is in 2 touchdowns by Temi Adesanya. Averaging about 12 yards a carry right now, this Comets team.
Crazy stuff. We haven't seen this all year from this Comet team. Starting to explode as they always do. Second half of the season as October has came upon us. It's been the Comets. It's been all Comets so far. 4th and 4. Colerain will keep the offense on the field. Billups nowhere to go. Could be a late hit. Esta won't be called, as the Comets will have short field again. It just feels like if you're Colerain, you're just not putting yourself in the best situation. Down 17 points, but right here it could be 24.
I mean, Comets, smart job there. Coach McCullough, great call to call the blitz, double linebacker blitz off the edge. Both of them went unscathed into the quarterback.
It's right here, Ashton Chafe, Temi Adesanya. Adesanya right here can't behind the line for a loss of 1. A minute 40 to go in this second quarter here at Dwyer Field Youth Night. As Chafe will look to throw. Ethan Jordan on the outside. He'll make it a 3rd and manageable.
Joseph Crooks.
Whichever the last 3-4 weeks the Comets have been winning, but more importantly, Ashton Chafe has been looking very confident with the football in his hands.
Yeah, that's one thing I talked
about. Adesanya, another crease and huge hole for this kid. Another first down, another big play for number 5.
Yeah, and going back to talking about Ashton Chafe, one thing I talked to Coach Gassner, using it as momentum boost the last couple weeks, winning the game.
It's right there.
Common pass intended for Torian
Ashton Schaaf
Wiggins.
trying to
Ball
find
incomplete.
Torian Wiggins.
Second down, 10.
Might get 2nd and 10 as we'll look at this run here.
Great blocking up front by the offensive line. Miller Reed and the sophomore Andy Hutton able to block the defensive tackle up, and then Andy Hutton able to split off, get to the linebacker, get to that second level. Liam Davidson playing center, taking charge and just bullying people on this defensive line for Colerain. And Temi Adesanya able to find the creases and get upfield.
As you said, Colerain, a little bit of a smaller defensive end. As Gavin McDaniel on the screen pass goes for nothing. Comets got to go. 40 seconds left. At the 25, it would be a sketchy field goal for Max Gogol. Definitely has the power. It's all about that accuracy. As Comets have one timeout, 30 seconds to go. On a 3rd and 10 here, Ashton Schaaf will drop back to pass. Has Ethan Jordan. Will he hold on? Touchdown, Ethan Jordan. Had the touchdown against Middletown to win the game, and right there, the senior gets back on the board. Comets up big.
Complete to Ethan Jordan. Good for a Comet.
Wow, and we'll go ahead and take it to another look. Schaaf, beautiful ball. Ethan Jordan one-on-one. Caught and down, secured the catch. Great job, great show of athleticism, great separation, great body control there by Ethan Jordan. Again, we talked about last week having the game-winning touchdown against Middletown. Gogol's extra point is up and good, making it a 24-zip lead with 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, as we've seen for Colerain, maybe a reason how they haven't had the success as they've had in years past. It's just been mistakes, piling on mistakes, snowballing into this 24-0 Comet lead. Mason, as we said, Colerain against Lakota East last week, almost pulled off the upset, but so far, Coach Kastner and this Comet team have done a great job of taking care of business. Second to last home game, as after this, only two weeks left in this season. Trevor, how this football season flies. As Sycamore, Comets will go to Sycamore in that Battle of Skies matchup, try and get the trophy back to Mason. And then on senior night, the Comets will host the Lakota West Firebirds. An instant classic, you would think, with how this Comet team has played, and of course how Lakota West have played in the last 5-10 years.
Yeah, Lakota West right here, it looks like they are up 35-zip on Oak Hills in the first quarter. And
hopefully Mason doesn't get that side of offense from Lakota West, because that is impressive. 24-0. Gogol will kick it away. No return for the Cardinals. 20 seconds to go. Hamilton leads Middletown 14-0 in the second quarter. Lakota East leads Sycamore 28-6 in the second quarter. Princeton haven't been playing their best football. Got blown out by Hamilton 34-0, but they lead Fairfield 27-21 in the second quarter. Their defense has been not great at all.
Yeah, my apologies. That Lakota West game and Oak Hills game actually in the second quarter, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. As we look on the field, you know, some service dogs here tonight for the game. As you can see, some of those teachers and administrators wearing that homecoming shirt that we had for homecoming week, that the Black Hole wore very well and proud in that typhoon of a game against Fairfield.
I mean, going back to last week, that was just an instant classic. You got to call it with Daniel. It's just an absolute amazing game as Alex Brown gets Billups, and that seems like it's going to end the second quarter of play.
For no gain. Second down, 10.
And that one will go ahead and end the first half. The Comets offense is rolling. Temi Adesanya, 2 touchdowns, a 91-yard touchdown and a 45-yard touchdown, as we'll show that replay. But Going into the half, Comets up 24-0, and we will go ahead and send it to a break. This is GMC action here on ICRC.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield, where you will see Hibbs and a couple of his furry friends.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
If you love them enough to call into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive bust.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
911, where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Welcome back here to the Wire Field as we get set for some second half action. First half, all Comets, no Colerain, as Comets up 24-0. Trevor Rosen with my broadcast partner Isaac Vargo, and Isaac, the first half dominated by the Comets.
Yeah, it was kind of a sloppy first quarter for both teams. It was 3-0. Mason had a couple of mistakes, but Temi Adesanya running loose for 91 yards, got the Comets offense going, and then after that, the onside kick. Return from the Comets, and then right away, Jordan got in the end zone, then Temi Adesanya got in the end zone. So big plays for the Comets in this game, taking care of business against the Colerain team that has struggled on both sides of the ball.
First half, again, Temi Adesanya, 9 carries, 182, 2 touchdowns, 91-yard ball, 20-yard average.
Max Colerain set to kick off. To start the third quarter of action.
Colerain, score updates around the GMC, around the Cincinnati area. Middletown down 28-7 against Hamilton. Go to West up 38-0 on the
Deontay Jarman, speed for the Cardinals.
Tonight, playing the Aviators up 42-6. Fairfield Princeton, 7-point game. Princeton up 28-21. St. X and LaSalle playing tonight 3-0. St. X at half, as the kick will be away.
Max Gogol kicks it off.
That'll be a touchback. Cardinals will take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. All right, here's the new split the pot ticket.
And Trevor kind of
New
mistakes
split the
on
pot ticket,
mistakes.
173.
Snowballing into a big Comet second quarter.
173.
If you're Colerain here, 0-17
8-3-8.
under Coach Huber in the last 2 years. Have kind of downfalled since 2020, down 24-0 in this game. What do you tell your players, and how do you get back on the right side of the foot going in the second half?
Don't give up. No matter what. Look at the Comets. Last week, it looked like their morale was so low heading into halftime. They were down 14-3, but they were able to come back on any given Friday night. Any given Friday night, you can come back and win a game.
They might have to go away from their run game they love. And the ball's on the ground. It'll be picked up.
Colerain pass intended for Trayvon Smith is incomplete.
He just kind of let the entire offensive line just drop down and like a screen pass type thing.
He's right there. Colerain's going to have to start going to that passing game. It feels like down 24 points in the second half of play. Phillips hands off in the end around. Trayvon Smith.
Trayvon Smith is met head on by Jason Lewis.
Picked up by Jason Lewis.
Pick up a 3.
Third down.
7.
Colerain here in the first possession of the second half.
One last call. Split the pot for the second ticket drawn. 173.
7 here on possession number 1 of the second half. Colerain needs a first down to get going. Billups looks to pass, batted away from the Comets, almost intercepted.
The fourth down and 7.
Receiver to James Johnson, the senior.
Jason Lewis popped that one incomplete. The ball almost intercepted by him. Sophomore cornerback, 6 foot, even 158 pounds. And
he's been on making a couple of plays in the second half.
Along
made that tackle, make it 3rd and 7, and then right there bats the ball away to give the ball back to the Comets, assuming a fake punt doesn't ensue here. Esta-Westa, and it looks like Wilhelm will be
Trayvon Smith
for the return. Esta-Westa
makes a fair catch at the Comet 49-yard line. For the takeover, first down and 10.
The Comets will come out for their first possession of the second half. Big second quarter, as we mentioned before. 4 touchdowns in that big play there.
Just Comets need to keep their foot on the pedal. One thing that I said kind of key to the game this week for Mason, offense needs to keep up the pace. Offense has looked stellar so far, 261 total yards, 60 of it coming from passing and 201 on the ground, 182 of that from the senior running back coming outside.
Another whistle to start off this first possession for the Comets. A lot of whistles been called today. An ugly gameplay from Colerain, and Mason has gotten a little break. He'll be Adesanya again. Seems to be overpowering
Adesanya, the ball carrier.
On that Colerain team doesn't really want a bit of Adesanya right now.
I wouldn't either. That's a tough man to tackle.
Orlando Roller.
He gets up to speed, and he's
along with
scary.
Juwan Hopgood.
He's a scary guy. I
makes the tackle.
Me and him,
second down and 4 for the Comets.
I wouldn't say that we're close friends, but we're friends, through football. But he's a guy.
Newhouse goes to the right, go back to the left. Adesanya trying to find his holes and make it a 3rd and 2. Into Colerain territory. Just about 10 minutes to go.
Dustin Walker makes a stop for the Cardinals.
Comets have 7
Adesanya down to the Colerain 43-yard line.
7 yards.
3rd down and 2.
This game, and we mentioned, Comets 90 yards, about 90 yards a game running the football. 9th in the GMC. Right here just showing it off against Colerain, a little undersized team. Here, big third down here. Council stick with Adesanya. And the pile pushes.
Adesanya.
Trevor, so far in this game,
down to the Colerain 39-yard line. First down and 10.
Out for the season. John Hendricks, defensive lineman.
John Metheny
and
made the
transferred
stop.
a little bit to the offensive line. He's out for the game. And Brennan Dunn, of course, the Comets' leading receiver and running back, is out for the game and maybe the foreseeable future.
Yeah, Brennan Dunn trying to get cleared for playoff time, so we'll see how that goes.
This offensive line has done great. Schaaf looking downfield, has a man wide open. Guess who? Ethan Jordan again trots into the end zone. His second of the day. And that combination, Schaaf to Jordan, has been incredible these last 2 games.
Just throw it up, and Ethan Jordan's out down there somewhere wide open. Was able, great stutter move, and great way to get into the end zone for 6 points.
Will now be
You already
played with
know
the
that
point
this Comets
differential rule of 30
offensive
points or
coordinator
more. With the game clock to be stopped only
coaches
when
in
an
general
official's timeout is
so
called for an
happy
injured
about
player, a
how this
charged
offense
timeout.
is playing now. 30-0 pending the extra point.
And Jordan needs to be a little careful next time. He kind of,
Max
after
Scoville
that
into
broken
the
tackle, just
extra
kind of
point.
trotted in the end zone. There was another Colerain player that had his eyes on Ethan Jordan, but Jordan, the way he's been playing, his swag took him into the
And the
end
extra
zone.
point is
Comets
good.
lead
20.
31-0.
8:26 remaining in the third quarter. Comets 31, Colerain 0.
Out route, boom, upfield. Schaaf sees it, throws it up, catches, beats 2 tackles, and beats the last one into the end zone for a touchdown. So nonchalant about just walking
The game
into
clock
that
will
end
start again
zone,
on ready for play, so you go
scoring
first
points. Now
play
the
of the
Comets just pouring
situation.
it on. The most points that they have scored
The extra
this
point differential
year.
falls below 30 points. The game clock will return to
Tied for the
normal
most points they
operation.
scored this year with 31.
And Trevor, you love to see it. Me and Daniel Panetti doing the Comet Sports Talk. We're on week 8 now, episode 8. Kind of week 2, week 3, we saw the potential Ashton Schaaf had running and throwing the ball, and to see them in week 8 now, learning from
Max
their
Scoville
mistakes,
set the
knowing their
kickoff for the
team
Comets.
now, it seems like a way more effective team
Shahid Davis,
on both sides,
along with Deontay
running and
Jordan
throwing the
Jarman.
ball. And a
15
team
for the
that, if their
Cardinals.
defense can get hot as they've gotten in the past in playoff time like they did against Milford, if this offense can show up, they're going to be a team beat.
Yeah, absolutely. And this offense looks scary. I know it's.
And that'll be a touchback.
This year, but still.
The Colerain first down and 10
We have 8
at their own 20-yard line.
And now running clock on. Clock just ticking away no matter what. See if they can stop that. As this offensive explosion is exactly what the Comets need.
And for a team that we've said has a lot of injuries, to have this kind of win that it's not very stressful, and to have all the starters playing so well, maybe later in the third quarter, fourth quarter with this running clock, you can give them a little bit of a break. Give these backups, in case another injury happens, give these backups a little bit more experience. And that's big coming playoff time. It's another catch there from the big tight end, Gavin Colerain. He's been mainly their only
Gavin
source.
Colerain on the reception for the Cardinals. He was stopped by Kaiser Wilhelm. They get for a Cardinal first down and 10 at their 36-yard line.
A GMC game here in week 8.
Colerain now at 26 yards receiving on 2 catches, the leading receiver for this Colerain team.
Phillips trying to find any groove on offense. Be a penalty on the play. Oh, what a hit. Preston Estewesta, you got barbecue back there.
Ryan
Big hit
Davis
from the senior.
meets the Cardinals in the backfield. Penalty flag on the play.
It's like a holding penalty will be called on Colerain, but declined by Coach
Holding
Castro.
Colerain. That penalty is
Rather have
declined.
the second down
Balls
and
back to
long
the
now
Cardinal 30-yard line.
on kind of a play out of the Comets playbook there. That looked exactly like the play to Temi Adesanya for the 91-yard
down and
touchdown
16
run.
for the Cardinals.
Exact type of play. Fake rollout, hand it off, counter it back. And now Colerain will go ahead and come out in the shotgun formation, and a timeout called as they did not know what they were going to line up in.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication we've seen from this Colerain team. A lot of timeouts called. As we see, not a really contested game. Those timeouts can be called, but it seems like in practice you got to get that figured out for maybe in a later game. If you do have that close game, you can't afford to have those timeouts called in a crucial spot. As with the college football tomorrow, our Ohio State Buckeyes go to Oregon in a top 3 matchup. Trevor Rose, I know you're a big Cincinnati fan. I'm a big Ohio State fan myself. What do you got to think of that?
It depends. Really, I think it depends. I mean, let me just say, if it's close game, either way, it's going to be a great game. I'll say that. Either way, it's going to be a great game. In my personal opinion, I think that Ohio State is actually going to come out with a win in this one.
I agree. Couldn't have said it better. 2nd and 16 here for the Colerain Cardinals. Running clock has it at 5 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Phillips, and the ball is loose on the ground. Phillips will pick it up, but not after a huge loss on second down.
The Colerain fumble.
Just a bad snap.
Back to the Colerain 15-yard line.
Loss of 15 on the play. Phillips now at negative 17 yards.
3rd down and 31 for the Cardinals.
4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Score update: Princeton starting the second half with a 50-yard touchdown run, 35-21 over.
They've been playing really sloppy lately. Fairfield not the strongest of teams. We talk GMC, and that ball's almost intercepted.
Cardinal pass falls incomplete.
Garnett just missed it.
4th down.
Wishing he could have that
And a
one
long
back.
way.
Nonetheless, it is 4th and 30. And going back to Princeton. Mason, they've kind of been on the opposite side of Mason. Mason's kind of been one of the hotter teams.
Our front line for the defense
really
includes number 90, Nicholas Craven,
Princeton has been just
number
terrible.
58, Noah Dowers,
Games, and you
while
feel
number
like
45,
they're one of the teams that are trying to
Brian
contend for a
O.
state title at the end of the day. And when you face those Moeller teams, Matt Pontowski and those guys, they're going to throw all over you if you can't figure it out against teams like Fairfield, Oak Hills, and
along
Hamilton
with
putting 34.
Wilhelm deep for the Comets.
Pontowski, excellent dual sport athlete, also a pitcher.
Kaiser Wilhelm returns the punt. Brandon Smith makes the tackle. Comets 1st down and 10 from the Cardinal 40-yard line.
Knocks out Moeller on that baseball title.
And think about that topic there. Nobody thought Mason was going to win that game.
Yeah, in that game, Jay Cantley was not pitching because he pitched the game before. Michael Belo came in. He's been like committed to George Mason. He's all right. He's not quite the guy Jay Cantley is, but Moeller's not ready for that game. They weren't ready at all. Had Zion. Thought they were the team to beat, and obviously Mason threw a punch right in their face. But right here on the football side, Comets lead 31-0. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. We have a running clock. Gavin McDaniel will get a run here. Adesanya on the sideline looking on.
Gavin McDaniel, the ball carrier. He was met by
Now,
Fernando
5 total
Rollins.
people with rushing yards in this game. Temi Adesanya,
Pick up a
obviously,
5, second down and 5.
Ashton Shake, Brandon Birdsong, the sophomore, and Kendon McBarry, the junior. And then now, Gavin McDaniel. Just get your people in, get them their reps, and win this, come out of this game with a huge win.
We talk about momentum, even if it's Colerain, piling those wins together, getting your GMC resume even better.
Hayden Danielson
Seeding. We looked at this Mason
meets
team,
Adesanya.
4 after 5 weeks. We're like, or will they make the playoffs? Will they have this chance?
Third down and 2 for the Comets.
Seniors, will they have that opportunity in games like Hamilton that they dropped? It started to seem pretty unfortunate, but right there, Comets are starting to get it done. Middletown with the win. Beat Oak Hills early in the season.
And not to mention, had a really close game against Gahanna Lincoln, who's considered one of the best teams in Columbus.
Yeah, it just seems like if the Comets didn't have to play them the first game of the season when they're trying to figure out stuff right now, Trevor, I'd take the Comets. I haven't seen a lot of Gahanna Lincoln since that game, but I'd take the Comets right now with how they're looking right now.
Brings up 4th down and 1 from the Colerain 31-yard line.
One of the better teams up there, but I'd love to see that matchup now.
Yeah, I would too. As a minute 20 remaining in the third quarter.
Looks like the Comets will go here on 4th and 1.
And looking at Colerain's next 2, they have a tough next 2. Next week, their senior night against Hamilton at Colerain, and then the season finale at Princeton.
Aston Shade, good for a Comet. First down and 10. To the Cardinal 29-yard line.
On the carry. Now at the 29-yard line. And we look at the Mason Comets next year. Next week, Battle of the Skies, as we were talking about a lot today. Isaac at Sycamore, probably their senior night, and then Lakota West, our senior night game at home, week 10 on the 25th.
Ashton Schaefer in for that first down. McDaniel will get it again. The lane ahead will be about 3. The second and manageable here. Because that will take us
Danielson
to the end of the third quarter. The Comets are starting to pour it on here at Dwyer Field in this GMC matchup.
And into the third quarter, your
31-0 heading into the fourth quarter.
0.
We'll go ahead and head to the break. We'll be back here with more action from Dwyer Field on ICRC.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Down and 9.
So we are back here at Dwyer Field for quarter number 4 here in this GMC matchup. Handoff will be to Birdsong. And Comets have started to pour it on here in the second and third quarters. It's been a combined 28-0.
Third down and 8
all
for
over
the Comets.
Colerain here. And big win for them if they can hold on here. We have a running clock with 11 minutes to go in the game.
here. It will be a 3rd and 8. Safe still in the game. Birdsong in the backfield, the sophomore. Ethan Jordan rotates. It'll be Birdsong again. Birdsong tries to find a hole.
Brandon Birdsong, the ball carrier, who's met by Hayden Danielson.
22-yard line. Interesting to see what the Comets will do here. Will they go with Max Gogol? They will.
Be 4th down and 4 for the Comets.
Max Gogol definitely has the leg to make this. It's just, for him, it's mostly the accuracy for most high school kickers, that is.
Max Gogol in to attempt a 41-yard field goal.
41-yard field goal. Above average kick here.
C.J. Kastner on the hold.
Snap is good. Kick is no good.
Field goal is no
Wobbly
good.
one was pulled to the left. Comets can't execute there, as Colerain will take over.
Them not executing there is, it's not like it's a make or break for the game. It's a 31-point game. Obviously, Max Gogol,
The first down and 10,
had the power.
Cardinals.
Absolutely had the power.
Come around, 20-yard line.
Something that he still needs. But man, that kid can kick football for sure.
Yeah, he's on that JV team for soccer. Junior. Was the kicker last year for the Comets. Is a reliable guy, but couldn't knock one in there. Phillips handed off. Seems like Hayden Danielson will be out for the game, at least for right now, giving him just a little bit of a break. Down 31-0. Can't really have him get injured. Seems like kind of the guy for this running game.
Yeah, tonight, 7 carries for 51 yards, maybe even a little bit more. Longest one was a 22-yard carry. And he's also one of the leaders in tackles as well.
Big sack there.
Noah Bowers makes a stop in the backfield for the Comets.
And ripping him down.
Back to the Colerain 14-yard line.
Bowers, the senior, he had a
Will be 3rd down and 16.
Last year. He hasn't really had the season he's hoped for, but right there gets in on the fun for this Comet team. Just under 9 minutes now. As we were talking about Moeller earlier, they're up 37-0 at halftime against St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius was really good in the past years. They're 1-6. It all comes down to what you got. As the ball is loose there, big.
Comets pass is complete to Brandon Birdsong.
The junior captain. Big hit there, and that will almost for sure for.
It'll be 4th down and 14 for the Cardinals.
What a chase down by Alex Brown.
Kaiser Wilhelm
was chasing him for
along with
yardage.
Preston Estewesta deep for the Comets
out of bounds before
to receive the punt
he could recover
from Trayvon Smith.
My goodness, what a chase down by Brown, as it will force another punt, the 3rd punt tonight for Trayvon Smith.
Comets still with 2 returners. It's up. It's a pretty good one.
Estewesta makes the fair catch to the Cardinal 44-yard line. Where the Comets will take over. 1st down and 10.
7:30 to go on this running clock. Comets have taken care of business. If they can almost for sure hold on in this game at home. Next couple of weeks, the Comets are in the Battle of the Skies game at Sycamore. Sycamore holds the trophy as of right now. Last year, they were the team to look for. Sycamore, one of the best teams in the GMC. The Comets trying to get that back, and then on senior night, we said Lakota West will come here to Mason. Big run there.
Cannon McBurry
That's his second carry.
on the run for the Comets. Penalty flag on the field. Holding Mason. It'll be a 10-yard spot foul.
Alex Cillian now for the Comets at quarterback. Holding penalty call.
Take it back to the Comets. 46-yard line.
Princeton now officially pulling away from Fairfield 41.
It'll be first down and 20.
A 21-yard touchdown pass from the Vikings quarterback D'Angelo Birch.
Alex Silly in a quarterback for the Comets.
Birch transfer from Mason. Would have loved to have him. Started at Princeton last year. Was pretty good. Been better this year. Second in passing yards in the GMC. So Comets looking for.
McBurry is met by Fernando Rowlands.
The clock's just going to roll. They're going to give Silly a couple chances here at quarterback. Only a sophomore, so after Ashton Chafe leaves, it's pretty much his job to lose at this quarterback position. So it's good to give him some reps in this
Officials
game.
timeout.
The officials timeout. Not sure what's really going on.
Coach Kastner is just still upset at the referee, even up 31-0. You would think these GMC refs are the same for most of the games, so Coach Kastner trying to make it a statement that he cares no matter what the score is, how this officiating crew does. Silly will get the call as 6 minutes left in the game. Comets lead 31-0.
Front line for the Comets
second quarter
includes number 73, Lennon Aguilar, number 76, Andy Hutton, 59,
Ethan Jordan with the spectacular catch from Ashton Chafe.
65, Liam Davidson, and 51, Miller
Birdsong in the
Reed.
backfield. It's Silly. Jamie Martin, bottom of your screen. One of the fastest guys at Mason. Birdsong has a hole, loses it quickly.
Birdsong is met by Fernando Rowlands.
Make it a 3rd and long. Mason. See what they'll do if they'll give Silly a chance throwing.
3rd down and 21 for the Comets.
Left in the game here at Dwyer Field. Comets give Silly a chance. They will not. Birdsong trying to weave his way through traffic.
Rowlands meets Birdsong at the Comet 48-yard line.
Here, under 5 minutes left.
The 4th down and 18 for the Comets.
Here at Dwyer Field, Comets will get the win.
Kaiser Wilhelm in punt formation.
4-3 in the GMC conference
Shaheed
and
Davis
back up to 500
for the Cardinals.
4-4 record. Here in 4-3 could be good enough for 4th, 5th, or even 6th where they are now. It's Wilhelm. His first win of the day. It's a good one.
Around 10, down to about 23.
Shaheed Davis, the kick returner, and then there the punt returner. Bring it out.
Chase Geddes makes a stop for the Comets. Colerain will take over 1st down and 10.
Go ahead and take over at the 23-yard line. And kind of just confidence here. You got try to
That's
do
a
something.
22-yard line.
In here. This offense really has been struggling Only about 66 total offensive yards.
Phillips will keep it himself and nothing.
Phillips, the ball carrier.
Again, this Comets defensive line.
Cameron Hunter makes the stop for the Comets. Pickup of 1.
Colerain
Second
with
down,
no turnovers
9.
today. It's just kind of been decision making at the end of the day for how the Comets have scored and the Comets taking advantage of some mistakes Colerain makes. As we go back to that 3rd and 24, you see that tackle there. We go back to that 3rd and 24 for Mason. At their own 3-yard line, they're looking like they're just going to get a couple yards and then punt it up 3-0. All of a sudden, Temi Sanya gets that 31-yard run, and that just opens up the gates for the Comets. And for Colerain, just 3rd and 3. Getting that big play is just terrible. Phillips will fake the handoff. They play action. No one home.
Cardinal fastball's incomplete.
Davis was in coverage.
3rd down, 9.
Running clock makes it under 3 minutes to go. With 3rd and long for Colerain.
He got absolutely rocked as he was throwing that ball. 3 or 4 defensive linemen in his face. This offensive line has not been doing much pass blocking, more like watch out blocking to the quarterback. Kind of letting the guys through, turning around and being like, watch out, get out of the way, or get that ball away. As you can look at this sideline for the Comets, alive in the energy. Coach McCullough, the defensive coordinator, he'd be happy about this game. About 68 total yards allowed, and only 4 first downs.
Liam Davidson makes the stop for the Comets. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder, at the conclusion of the contest, there are no spectators or fans permitted on the playing surface at any time. This is for the safety of players,
2
coaches,
minutes
officials,
left in the game.
and
Looks like
opposing
Colerain
fans.
will
Again,
go. No really sense of
no
punting here.
spectators are
Just give
permitted
your
on
offense another
the playing field
rep
or
on
the
this
track
offense.
at any time.
As 4th and 4 play, 1:45 to go in the game. Phillips will look to throw. It's there, but the Comets are all over. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Comets will get it.
Trayvon Smith on the reception for the Cardinals. The officials timeout for injury.
Officials timeout for injury on the sideline. The Colerain receiver, it looked like, went down.
It was a referee, actually. He got tangled up in that play. Sucks to see with just like 1:30 left in a game that is already decided. Seeing those injuries are the worst. As we'll have about 1:30 left in the game. Comets, you would think, would just kneel it out.
Oh, for sure. Just trying to go ahead and Colerain sort the buses on the way home.
A long drive home. From Mason, the farthest drive you can have in the GMC.
Luke Hills is definitely a further drive, I'll say that. Luke Hills is definitely a way different drive than, well, Mason, they've had a lot of long drives this year. Gahanna, hour and a half drive up, hour and a half drive back. We made that drive up there week 1 for actually a really, really good game.
Defensive battle, Mason football battle, you could say.
Yeah, very defensive battle. Touchdown from Nick Cravens, the only touchdown of the game for the Comets on a
stupid score. Yeah, it was a game. Mason definitely wasn't super developed on the offensive side. Didn't really know what they had with Ashton Schaaf and his running ability. And Ethan Jordan, CJ Cassidy didn't even have his first catch until about week 4. So just for the Comets to figure out their identity, they didn't have it week 1. It's kind of been the story against Gahanna Lincoln the last couple of years. And now to see them up 31-0, playing great defense. The offense came to play. They're executing in the red zone. It's just a great
First down and 10 for the Comets from the Cardinal 31-yard line.
Comets are pretty much just going to kneel this one away.
As it should. Just don't risk any more injury. Just snap, go back, knee, game over, and get out of here.
Should take about 3 of those, and that should be about the game. There's still some confusion on the field.
Penalty flag on the play.
As Amani Todd took his helmet off. The junior.
GMC scores are on the video board.
Amani Todd, wrestler. Remember him prior. I thought he was always perfect. Maybe a transfer as the knee will go down. You'll have to take at least one more knee.
For the Comets.
Yeah, it seems like with this running clock, they're just going to give Comets one more knee, and that will end it here at Dwyer Field. Youth night here. We saw at the beginning of the game, just for the first quarter, there was all the different grades of cheerleaders. The football players got to run out on the field. Really cool scene to see that. The first graders, second graders, see them on the field cheering their Comets on. It's great to see Hamilton destroying Middletown 42-7 in the third quarter. Middletown really taking that loss from the Comets.
And your final score will be Mason 31.
That one will end the game. The Comets offensive explosion and a shutout on the defensive side. 31-0 final score.
Yeah, it was just complete domination from the Comets all night long. As you said, the defensive stop and that offensive explosion. As a team they're supposed to beat by a lot, they beat by a lot. Something you have to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Just again, a great performance. And next week, moving on to another big game for some GMC implications. The Comets have to win that one in order to have a good time in the playoffs. 230 rushing yards for this Comet offense. And that one will go ahead and end it here. Dwyer
dedication support of all high school athletics.
31-0.
We do a safe, enjoyable trip home.
Here with Isaac Varga, and thank you so much to ICRC for helping us out tonight. And we will go ahead and send it off. Have a good night here from Mason.